Coming up on today's episode, we're a little late getting this one now. We had a few meetings to get into, but we are here now. Today's topic is what a wild NFL Week 5. What happened in the desert with Arizona and Tennessee? Jets staying winless. Jags upsetting the Chiefs. Pats upsetting the Bills. It was a wild one. We'll get all into it and more, including the segment we're bringing back. What were you thinking? All that coming up. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Sports Talk from the Crib. I'm your host, Tanner Christian. And man, we are going to get into it today. What a weird week 5. We had some really good matchups, some exciting football, but also some, should I say, boneheaded moves. And wait till we get into what happened in the desert. I'm still flabbergasted about it. I cannot believe what I witnessed, and also some teams continuing to hit rock bottom. It's just crazy, to really think about what's going on in the NFL. But if you're new, episodes are airing every Tuesday and Friday. It's available on all streaming platforms. Check out the website, sportstalkfromthecrib.com. Stream the podcast on there first, as well as anywhere. So feel the heat entertainment, man. We're on all social media, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, X. We're on TikTok. Coco and I are my new co-host is doing game picks. She actually beat me this time around, showed me what I was up. So she's got the bragging rights. My dog is making a little bit better picks than me at the moment, at least for last week. So you'll see that on YouTube, on TikTok, Facebook. You're going to see it on everywhere is there. So go ahead, subscribe, follow us, and stay tuned for our picks. So, it's just what a wild week 5. I don't know how to start this, but we're going to start it off with that Sunday night football game. The Pats at the Bills. We kind of didn't really give the Pats any kind of shot to beat the Buffalo Bills, but Bills been kind of playing a little bit down lately. How about this? The Patriots go in there, prime time, Sunday night football, and beat them 23-20. Drake May, 22 of 30 on the day, 273 yards, 0 touchdowns, but also 0 picks. Did not turn the ball over. Stevenson, the running back, had 2 rushing touchdowns. It was more of a revenge game for Stephon Diggs going up against his former team. I mean, I didn't expect this out of him, but he's been playing pretty good these last couple of weeks for the Patriots. He had 10 catches, 146 yards, and he was his own. Anybody who dare came in front of him there. It was just some great football play by Stephon Diggs. Josh Allen on the day, 22 of 31, 253 yards, 2 TDs, and a pick. Also had 9 carries for 53 yards. Dalton Kincaid was the leading receiver, 6 receptions, 108 yards there for Buffalo. And one big takeaway, the run game didn't really work for either side, but James Cook has been phenomenal so far. He fell back to earth. Patriots kept him in check. He only had 15 carries for only 49 yards. So it was a big win, prime time for New England, and they sit now at 3-2. Buffalo is no longer undefeated, guys. Let's cheer for those Miami Dolphin fans, right? Yeah, go ahead and give it a little cheer. Give it a little cheer there. It's no more undefeated. Eagles lost this last weekend too, so don't worry about that. We're only in week 5. We don't have any unbeatens. How about that? But very impressive showing for New England, like I said, and they've been kind of under the radar this year. And perhaps we should start really praising this team because Mike Vrabel came back to New England. Now the head coach, phenomenal coach when he was at Tennessee. When he took that year off, I don't understand why. He's one of the few New England coaches that branched off in that Bill Belichick area. Former player as well. And did a phenomenal job, right? He's a heck of a head coach. You got Josh McDaniels back in his role that he needs to be in. Offensive coordinator for the New England Patriots. It's the only role he was good at. He's doing a great job with Drake May and his development. So, and speaking about Drake May, I'm really impressed with his game so far this year. I know, almost like a work of art. This is his first year where I thought he was going to be a bust, right? didn't play very well. Thinking out North Carolina was so few starts, barely any starts in college. What did he start? Like 14 games, maybe even less? I can't remember off the top of my head here, but we all thought Drake May be the worst quarterback. I think Bill Belichick even said he would be a bust. I'm not, don't quote me on it, but I think that's what I remember, right? But Drake May has played phenomenal so far this year. 1,261 yards, 7 TDs, 2 picks. He has 107.8 overall rating. 73.3 completion percentage. So he's not turning the ball over. He's playing like very efficient. And that's with Stephon Diggs being out of he was injured a while. These last couple of weeks, him and Stephon Diggs have been great. And if they could just get a little bit of this running game going to help Drake May out, maybe the rookie Anderson gets some more involved. Maybe Stevenson stops fumbling, right? So Gibson, they just lost him with a torn ACL in this game. But something, the scheduling is not that difficult for either team. So it may be interesting to see how this all kind of plays out as the year goes on. Can New England get that wild card? Is Buffalo really going to run away with the division? New England may have something to say about that. So it's something to keep our eye on going forward. Monday Night Football game. Talk about another one, right? Chiefs, Jags. Jags win 31-28. The Jags are 4-1. If you were to tell me that, I would say no way. Just watching them play, it's not fun at all. Trevor Lawrence does not look good. But somehow, Jags are now 4-1. Chiefs fall to 2-3. You would think that would be a flip. Am I getting the record right? Or am I reading this right? That's what I'm looking at when I look up the records and see how they play. But, Trevor Lawrence had a game-winning touchdown with 23 seconds remaining after the Chiefs took the lead with just under 2 minutes to go, making it 28-24. I said, Jags, what a 1-yard rushing TD running around. Trevor Lawrence gets in the end zone. This with 23 seconds left to put the Jags up 31-28 on Monday Night Football in Jacksonville. In Duval. I don't know. I guess I'm kind of bad. That's like their head coach when it comes to saying that. Right? But anyways, a great win for the Jags. I still can't believe they're 4-1. Mahomes on the night, 318 yards, TD, 6 carries, 60 yards, and a touchdown. Lawrence, 221 yards, touchdown. He did throw a pick. He also had 10 carries, 54 yards. 2 rushing touchdowns. So, overall, it's an okay game for Trevor Lawrence. My biggest takeaway is this for the Chiefs, though. You got all these running backs. Pacheco's look, Kareem Hunt, and then you guys talk about Brashard Smith, I believe his name is, and he doesn't get the ball but one time. A couple catches, and that's it. So, why not? Why was with all this play action? If you're never going to hand the ball off, you just want to throw it all the time. And that's the problem with the Chiefs. Is there's no balance. I mean, he did throw for 300 yards, but, I just don't understand their offensive philosophy at the moment, and their defense has been struggling at times. So, overall, I don't know what the Chiefs are doing. I know Andy Reid's a genius. I know Pat Mahomes is a heck of a quarterback. But it's like maybe you're waiting for Rashee Rice to come back and pair him with Xavier Worthy and have all that offense going like that. But you got to run the ball with your running backs. I mean, at least 10 times out of the game. And it seems like the guys just don't want to. Pat Mahomes should not be leading guy with 6 carries and 60 yards. That should just not be the case. But it is. That's why the Chiefs are struggling. And it's not going to get any easier for them. That AFC West, I mean, it's kind of up in the air at the moment, right? Chiefs struggling a little bit. Chargers now struggling a little bit. Broncos may be up and excelling. So it's something the Broncos may really take this AFC West with these two teams being the way they are. But Rashee Rice will come back here in a few weeks. Maybe that helps him out. But Jacksonville, got to give him credit. I think it's kind of a fluky 4-1, but we got to give credit when credit is due. Okay, kind of going over some of this other things that happened. We're going to get into what happened in the desert. Don't worry. Our What Were You Thinking segment is on its way. But first, the Broncos shocked the Eagles. On the road, came back and won. And then the Eagles, like, I don't know, Saquon Barkley's not getting the ball. Another boneheaded move, right? I just don't understand why you don't give your best players the ball. Ravens hit another low where they let up like 44 points to the Texans. They made C.J. Stroud in that offense has been struggling so bad that he goes out there and gets 4 touchdowns on you. And you're like, whoa, man. John Harbaugh's job is in jeopardy or not, right? And that's a possibility. But the Ravens are just so depleted in injuries. And the Bucs and Seahawks, my game of the week that I picked. What a showdown. Baker Mayfield again. Come on, man. Can you stop winning those fourth quarter game-winning drives? Say that big 38-35 victory on the road in Seattle. He was just torching that Seahawks defense. I mean, I think Seahawks played mostly zone, and he had like 25 completions against the zone. It's an unheard of number, right? Maybe not play zone against Baker Mayfield. He's just going to eat you alive. We went over the Jags, big upset, big upset, but the Jets stay winless. I mean, Dallas Cowboys defense was holding them in check pretty much all game. They got a few garbage points to make the score look a little bit better, 37-22, but the Jets may be the worst team in football. Dolphins up 17-0 against the Panthers. They blow that lead. They let Rico Dottle go over 200 rushing yards on them. Let's run the ball up the middle against Miami. I've been saying it. Let's keep running up the middle. They're not going to stop anybody. All those first-round picks. Grant, what are you doing? All of a sudden, Zach Sealer, he can't play, I guess, now. I don't know. Bradley Chubb, Jalen Phillips, they're all healthy. Chop Robinson from last year. Everybody's healthy. And you guys still can't stop the run. Anthony Weaver, defensive coordinator, what are you doing with this team? I mean, can't stop at nobody. The secondary is probably the worst secondary in the NFL, let's be honest. But at least get some kind of pass rush. Run the ball. The corners aren't playing D-line. Or linebacker, like, what are we doing? Cannot believe that. All right, guys. We're hopping into it. This next segment is I've had this on past years in this. I'm bringing it back. Because after this past Sunday, I cannot believe what I was watching. And I'm talking about Tennessee at Arizona. Tennessee, you've seen how bad they are. Horrible. Cam Ward going out saying they just suck. They stink. And they're just not anywhere close to winning a football game. But guess what? They're going to get that victory because of what happened in Arizona. And that's all we're going to think about. So this next segment here is what were you thinking? And guess what? Usually I'll take 5 takes from around teams that happened and put them together. But guess what? All 5 of them are resulting because of the Arizona Cardinals. So we go from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we have some honorable mentions because this game was just hilarious. So at number 5, I got Kyler Murray. He was at his own 10-yard line, runs backwards, throws evades a couple of people. Then just tosses it out like a show pass out to his left for an incomplete, grounding. And it's like, what were you thinking? I mean, this guy has been in the league for how long, and he still plays scared, dancing around no pocket presence, air mails passes. You got Marvin Harrison Jr., you got Trey McBride, you got talent on the outside, okay? I know you lost your running backs. I know James Conner's out for the year, and we know Benson's out for 46 weeks. We get it, okay? But, man, you're less than 6 feet tall, and you're still doing these boneheaded plays. I know you want to run around like it's a video game all game, but what were you thinking on that play? Go check this play out. All of these, I got like 6, even though there's 5. I got the honorable mention. But this play in particular, I was like, what in the world are you doing? Because they didn't have like a big pass rush. There's only 4 guys rushed the passer, and he did this. Running around, going back forwards, runs back 10 yards, comes up 5 yards, then runs back another 5 yards, and just flips it out there like a shovel pass. There's nobody there. You had your left tackle out there. That was the only guy that was out there. And you threw it by him. What were you thinking? That's number 5. You know, at number 4. Oh, man. I should have put this in a little bit seamless, but I had this at one at number 4 because of the hilarious stuff that happened. Anyway, it was 21-19, right? The Cardinals run 3 straight run plays with Michael Carter. He was the guy that brought up from the practice squad. He's been on the team before. It looked like some zone plays. I don't even know what to call these run plays. But, Tennessee had 3 timeouts. They call them. It goes down about 2 minutes and 5 seconds are left in the game. And it's like, what were you thinking? I mean, let's try to get the first down and end the game. You're up 21-19. Meanwhile, you guys were already up 21-6 at halftime. I don't know how you didn't score again on this team that hasn't been able to stop anybody all year. But guess what? We're going to run the ball 3 straight times with this running back. And we just brought up, and there's no dog on Michael Carter. He's been a pretty serviceable back. He was, okay when he was with the Jets. Last year, Cardinals, we get it. He's been okay. It's not bad running back. But what kind of a running plays were you doing? Why not just run off the ball at the middle or something? Why are you running these stretched like zone plays to the outside? With Michael Carter, just run the ball at the middle. What were you thinking? At number 3. Oh, man. Here's Cam Ward. Gets Calvin Ridley down the sideline with 25 seconds left. A completion for 38 yards. And the Cardinals are in man defense. Why are you playing man-to-man with 27 seconds left to go in the game, and they're all the way past, they're not in that midfield yet? And you allow a 38-yard gain to Calvin Ridley, who hasn't caught a damn ball all year, pretty much. But hey, you're playing Arizona. Let's play man. Beats him down the sidelines, gets out of bounds. They get the field goal and win the game. What were you thinking? That's number 3. Oh, man, number 2. This one was hilarious. I had to put this one up there because this was the most hilarious play. One of the most hilarious plays of this game. So, Cardinals are up 21-6. This is probably the start of the downfall. And this kind of triggered into what we have here at number 1. Tied at number 1, put it that way. So, this Kyler Murray gets snapped, hits him right in the face mask. Almost looks like it just knocked him out because he was just like, it was a bullet. Hits him right in the face. Tennessee recovers. And it was a time where Arizona could have put more points on the board. But, of course, strange things happen in the desert. And so Kyler Murray, I don't know if he was expecting about me. He got drilled in the face on a snap. On a play that he says hike to. Hike, boom, ball, bullet right in the face mask. Hits him. No offensive lineman's even trying to get the ball. Tennessee hops on it, recovers. Next thing you know, they're on the move, and they're going to score. Why? What were you thinking? Kyler Murray wasn't thinking anymore too much, probably because he had a concussion from that hit, from the snap. I've never seen a player get like a concussion from a snap and shotgun. How you not see that ball coming anyway? What were you thinking? At number 1. Oh, it gets better, ladies and gentlemen. It gets better. So, which one should we start with? Let's start with the one when they were 21-12. Titans coming back, right? They're 21-12, looking okay. Cam Ward throws the ball, gets tipped. Arizona picks it off. But wait, they pick it off. Then the guy starts stumbling. Then he fumbles the ball. And then the next thing you know, it ends up in the end zone. Who recovered the what is Tyler Locker? Recovers the ball in the end zone. Guess what? Touchdown, Tennessee Titans. You can't make this thing up. Me explaining it, you have to just see the video of all this montage put together. You'd be like, did this really happen in an NFL game? Did this really happen to Pro Bowl players? Did this really happen to, this is something you see in maybe Pop Warner or high school. I've never seen this many plays, this backfire on a team. It makes you wonder something. But anyways, the best part is They recover this, and then they make it 21-19. They're in the game. They're only down 2 points now because of this. Another possession that Arizona had in the bag to win this football game and failed miserably. But guess what number one is? Number one is this. Oh, my goodness. 12:51 left in the game. This is fourth quarter. 12:51 left. And Mario DiMercato, running back. Hey, you got to have somebody, right? You only had to end up having 3 carries on a day for 81 yards. But guess what? 72 came on this one. But he decided that he was just going to flip the ball out before he got in the end zone. Fumble, goes out the back. The Darius Sneed runs him down. He doesn't even really get hold of the ball. He's already losing the ball. And he just quits. You can see him slow down when he got inside the 10-yard line. And he just slows down, throws the ball, and it's did you care at all? Ball goes out the back of the end zone. It's going to be Tennessee ball. And meanwhile, this is 21-6. It was 21-6. It could have been 28-6. Lights out, done. Fourth quarter, 12:51 left. There's no way they're going to blow that. But instead, he decides to let go of the ball before he reaches the end zone. And then the fumble goes out the backside, and Tennessee gets the ball at the 20-yard line. And guess what happens next? They get an 80-yard touchdown drive, capped up by Pollard runs it in from 1 yard out and makes it 21-12. Failed 2-point conversion. But on that play, Calvin Ridley, 47-yard catch because of their defense. What are you doing in man again? I don't understand. What were you thinking? What is the DiMercato thinking? What is the coaching staff thinking? What is the defense thinking? I mean, what are the corner state? Every player and coach on this team, I would fire them all. You might as well have forfeited the game the way you all played in that second half. That was embarrassing. What were you all thinking? I've never seen this in my entire life of watching football. See a team unravel so bad. And the head coach actually got fined about, what did he get fined? $200,000 for running up to DiMercato and getting in his face and yelling at him. He's the head coach. I would have fired him after this game anyway because of what happened. But for him to get fined $200,000, I mean, I don't know what was said. I would have told him too. We could have been up 28-6, had the win, and that happened. This Arizona team has lost so many. They lost the last week on a field goal. Now this one, will you lose on another field goal because your team doesn't know how to close out games? What are you all thinking in Arizona? What's in the desert? What's cooking up in the desert and feeding y'all? What are y'all drinking? Are y'all drinking any water out there? Y'all dehydrated? Your mind's not right? What's going on? Because I've never seen anything like it. But that is our What Were You Thinking segment consisting of only the Arizona Cardinals. And that wraps up our episode. Be sure to join me again here on Sports Talk from the Crib with your favorite sports host, Taylor Chris. I can't contain myself. I don't know what. I still in disbelief of what all transpired. Oh, man, my head's out. Maybe I feel like I'm in the desert now. Something's going wrong with my brain. Anyways, episodes every Tuesday or Friday. It's available on all streaming platforms. Check out the website, sportstalkfromthecrib.com. And we can stream the podcast on as well. And check us out on social media, Affiliate Entertainment. We're on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, X, TikTok, you name it. Coco Bean and I will be doing our game picks. So stay tuned for that. Oh, man, I got to get out of here, man. This Arizona Cardinal fan, so I feel bad for you. I'll see you on Friday.